Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to see what is what. So in the blue corner we have FW450 version 2.5 with gear drive conversion and a 3D printed shell, but for the rest it's pretty stock in that sense. And in the red corner we have a Bell 206 electronics module disguised as a pod and boom. So the eagle-eyed of you will maybe notice that this is the FUCH frame that I recently released, and I basically put a hood and some other interesting bits on and made a pod and boom. Now the question you might ask yourself is, why on earth would you do that? Well, I actually want to see, basically it's just a bit of an experiment, what the difference is if the Bell electronics, which I think are a bit more modern, particularly with this nice beefy motor at the bottom, compared to the FW450. I think, look, I don't know, but I believe so. That's definitely more efficient, so that I know for sure. In Bell clothing, this thing flies 23-24 minutes on the 3000 battery, and in basic hood pod and boom with its 5000 battery, this flies 16, maybe 17 minutes. Yeah. So 1400 grams on the FW450, 1300 grams on the FW206-R, as I'm calling it, a little racer machine. But yeah, it's basically just an experiment to see if there's any difference. Which one do I prefer? I know for sure that with this head here, yeah, and the I don't know if it is the H1 FW450 version that's on here, it does tend to respond a bit quicker, but only mainly in the pitch, going up and down. For the rest it's pretty much the same. I've set the head speed here at 70, and I've had to set it here at 75 just to try and match the actual rotor speed here. I can't measure it, but yeah, let's go fly and see what's going on. Okay, so we'll start with the tried and tested FW450. Just checking GPS. I still have. So I'm going to fly these both obviously in ATI mode, which I have here. And look, I know what to expect from this 450. I find it personally, and I've tried all the settings, it's a bit sluggish in the roll rate. But let me fly it and let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, and run. Look, I have, although the head speed is 70 here, it does, I think, or the motor is at 70, I think the actual head speed is higher than that of the Bell unit. Quick GPS test there, just in case. Okay, so let's fly. Look, I know what this feels like. It's very rapid in the ascent. You know, that is definitely going to beat the Bell module there. So that's without even, but I find in the roll it's just not quite as quick as the Bell. But let me just get my eye in a little bit. Full speed. Let's give it a full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, Okay, look, in ATI mode the speed setting is irrelevant on the software. That only actually works in GPS mode, from what I can experience. So yes, it definitely climbs more. Look, it is a 3D helicopter, so you would expect that, you know. It also descends a little quicker. I'm not going to fly too long. I just want to get my eye in here just to get the feeling. I've got them set up pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. So yeah, FW450, gear drive obviously, as I've mentioned. Just see what the acceleration is like from a standstill. Well, that's not bad. Look, it does have quite a bit of extra. You know, look at that. That is pretty rapid there, you know, into GPS. So that is pretty rapid. Back to ATI. Descent. I was just looking at the trees there. So definitely it's going to win in that department, in the climb rate. And they're both set at 14 degrees pitch. So, but yeah, very nice to fly. Of course, very stable, solid. Into GPS there for you. Locked in, dialed in. Definitely climbs. Full down. Okay, I think for this little test, this is fine. So let's land her and see what the 206 brings to the table. I'm just taking note of the audio pitch of the rotor speed. I'll see if I can compare them in the editor. So that's the tone, you know. Okay, let's land. Okay, there we go. FW450. It's rock solid, beautiful. Okay, it's time for the 206. Okay, so while we wait to acquire GPS on this, so as I say, 1300 grams. Look, we know how it flies because I did fly it in FUCH mode without all this stuff. I know the tail's going to be louder because we now have a fin here, but yeah, let's get the feeling of it. ATI mode as usual, set up pretty much the same as the 450, still just waiting on GPS. Yep, still good. So into ATI. Yeah, let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, and run. There we go. Let's check GPS in case we need it, and yep. Okay, hasn't quite locked in. Nevertheless, let's check the climb rate. Yes, not quite in the league of the 450, I'll be honest. However, I dare say that it is actually faster in the straight line. So here we go, full speed. Straight line. Let's give it a full. So here we go, full speed. Okay, brakes. And full down. And brakes. Certainly is lovely to fly. It really is lovely to fly. So it's full forward, full tilt. Besides the climb out, I dare say there's no real difference. No real difference. It does bank harder, but I've always maintained that the FW450 doesn't quite have that, you know, it's not quite as rapid in that banking. Let's just test the climb out again. So 1300 grams and full up. Okay, it's about 2/3 of the speed of the 450. But then it is a scale heli. It's not meant to, this is full down and into GPS. It's not meant to be a 3D monster, you know, that's not the idea. But if you have a spare Bell unit lying around and you just don't know what to do with it, this is an option, you know. I've got this flyer in my ear. This is certainly an option. Maybe you don't like scale fuselages, I don't know. I do hear someone coming into GPS. No, they're far away. So I mean, rock solid, super stable as before, nothing's changed. But I mean, that sideways action is much more than that of the FW450, and I've always said, I mean, look at that, wow, I've always said that the FW450 doesn't quite bank as hard, and I noticed it particularly when I'm coming forward, for instance like this at full tilt, and I hook a hard right like this, it just doesn't have that lean angle. And there's nothing in the software to set. It's set at X degrees and that's it. X degrees at X rate. You know, we're not talking 3D mode. Of course, this could also fly upside down, inverted, but I don't do that. But what I do enjoy is this. That's very trick. So, which one do I like? I love this, I'll be honest. I love this a bit more for my flying than the FW450. It's not as, look, the gain, the pitch, is not really something I need. You know, I'm not flying inverted and that sort of vibe. So for me personally, this is good enough. Actually looks lovely. Let's see if we can get a nice thumbnail into GPS. Very simple. So yeah, if you have a spare set of electronics and you don't know what to do with it, then give this a go. Give this a go. Yeah, it definitely works. Definitely works. I reckon you'll fly close to 20 minutes, which I'm not going to do now. Oh, that is definitely hooks in harder than the FW450. That's 8 minutes. I think that'll do. Guys, there we go. I can't give you a decision. Guys, thanks for joining. I love it. I actually really like it. Wow. I really like it. Blade's a little bit tight. The 206 Racer. Wow, look at that, eh? I'll close off by saying happy days.